My name is Craig Brehany. I'm a director at Rhino Energy Solutions. We are here at Ferlot in Jeffreys Bay. We are deploying a grid-tied solar photovoltaic system which will assist Ferlot in offsetting some of their energy from the grid, meaning that the solar system will produce energy for them, and that energy that is produced by the solar photovoltaic system will go directly into their load, being in their appliances, their factory, and be utilized as such. Any shortcomings from the energy in days when we have overcast weather as such will come automatically from the grid. And that will offset a fairly large percentage of Ferlot's demand on the grid, and it is being solar photovoltaic, it's sustainable energy. This is a 45 kilowatt DC system, so it will produce at maximum peak sun probably about 38 kilowatts of AC, three-phase from the solar panels that are mounted on the roof, and that will go from the DC of the solar panels into the inverters. The inverters will convert the DC to AC, which is then coupled directly onto the AC mains incoming of the building, of the site itself. That energy will then be utilized by the building, and it flows very much like a water pipe. The pressure is a bit higher from the photovoltaic side, and that means that the energy flows into the building and is utilized by the factory, the machinery, the lights, the computers, the security system will utilize that energy. We just recently completed a 410 kilowatt system in Johannesburg. It'll probably stand as a record for a while because it's up on a 7th floor of a building in Johannesburg. It's a 410 kilowatt system, and it also feeds directly into the building, and all the energy will be consumed by the building. Obviously, a building of that size has a much larger energy demand, so there's no concern or any that energy will flow back into the grid. That energy will all be utilized 7 days a week, 365 days a year by the building. That's purely just keeping air conditioners running, keeping lights that are typically on, security systems that are run in the building. And yeah, we are quite proud about that because as we said earlier, it will stand as a milestone because it's being mounted up and on the 7th floor of a building. Most buildings that we've seen and that we've been involved with and that we've seen from other parts of the world, typically 1 story, 2 story, but not as high as up in the 7th story. So yeah, it was quite a challenge to get all the equipment up, but everything went very well, no incidents, and the system is operational as we speak. We always say to our clients is let's first have a look at optimizing your energy usage, your energy demand, and then we look at assisting in terms of offsetting that energy by means of a solar system. So the first point is always energy efficiency, switch off things that are not used, use energy smartly, and then a solar system to offset energy that's typically taken from the grid. And noting that our energy is sustainable, the kind of question that always comes about as well is the solar system the solar panel had taken some energy to be manufactured. The payback on a typical solar panel of its generation is about 1 year. So 1 year of energy generated from the solar panel would have paid back its own energy that it used when it was manufactured. As far as we are aware right now, this is the largest grid-connected system in the Eastern Cape, being a 45 kilowatt DC system that we're aware of. And Ferlot have taken the step, and which is great, and hopefully there will be more people seeing from this experience and seeing what's happening here at Ferlot in Jeffreys Bay to look at using photovoltaic as an energy generator and offsetting their footprint of the national grid.